Okay, so welcome to this video. This is a short tutorial on backtesting. Now, as a trader, you know, and you have been through some rigorous process to be able to learn how to trade, how to look at the market, when to enter, when to exit, where to put your risk, where to put your targets. Now, since you've done that, how then do you practice to be able to apply what you've learned in the actual markets? Remember, the markets will not wait for, or rather will not move fast for you. Market will not give you, say you learned something on the daily time frame. You'll not wait for months just to see one setup go from entry to take profit, just for you to confirm what you've learned actually works. So to shorten the process of practicing what you've learned, or shorten the process of learning a new pair, learning a new commodity, learning a new instrument, then it is important to have a backtesting software. So what does a backtesting software do? It helps you to practice. It's like going to the gym. It's like practicing for that shot, or in a basketball court. You have to keep throwing it and repeating it over and over again, so that when it is time for you to do the same thing in the actual markets or in the actual game, it's much easier. It's second nature. Okay. So in this space, in the Forex space, it's really difficult to find a backtesting software that will give you everything that you need, from the stats to the instruments that you want to test, different time frames. You find that one has one thing and lacks the other. And the ones that actually have everything that you need are very expensive. But we discovered that there's one that is there that is actually free for you to join in, backtest, go over your strategy over and over again, different timings. The data can go back to 2008, all the way back. And you can backtest and see whether what you've been learning is actually working in the markets, or has actually been working in the markets for a majority of the time. So you can have your data, you can have your statistics, you can be able to see whether what you learned actually works. Okay. So in the next video, we'll talk about Think Trader, which is an extension of Think Markets, the broker. So it's just a tool that they give inside their platform that allows you to be able to go over all your setups, look at the instrument that you're trading, how does the strategy that you've learned actually work in the live markets. You can have all that data. It is very straightforward. Once you're able to backtest, you're able to see profits and losses in every single setup you place. Okay, it does not give you hindsight bias. You go step by step, candle per candle, so that you're able to backtest this strategy that you've spent your money on and spent a lot of time learning. Okay. So on the next video, we'll go to the live markets, or rather we'll go to the app. We'll start from downloading the app, setting it up towards what you want to backtest, and I will take one or two trades based on just what Adisal does to confirm that you can actually, set up the account and see your statistics at the end of it. Okay. All right, so we jumped over to Google. So we're trying to find, or rather we want to download the app to our desktop. So here you can see I'm using Bing. So it's easier to work with Microsoft Edge because you'll not have an issue with static. Okay. So just type Think Markets on Google on Edge as the browser. Then you'll see the first website that it shows. Okay, Think Markets. So just click on Think Markets. All right. And then once you open Think Markets itself is a broker. It's a CFD regulated broker. So it's just a platform that they've made for their clients. All right. So trading, then go to platforms, then Think Trader. All right. So once you open that, scroll down to where you see Enjoy Trading with a single login across all your devices, so mobile, web, and desktop. So we click on the desktop. because you want to get the desktop app. You want to be able to run this on your desktop, which is better to use than trading or trying to backtest on your phone. And then download for Windows, right? So once you click on that, the file will immediately be downloaded. I've downloaded a couple of them just to test it out. So once you download it, then follow the due process of installing the app. Once you have installed the ThinkTrader app on your desktop, it's important to now open it. So this is the icon. This is how it looks like. And once you double click on it, you'll see this launching app dialog box. Then you'll bring you this. So just click run. Okay. So once you click run, it will give you, it will take some minutes depending on the speed of your computer for it to open up. And then you have to come here and sign up. All right. So the sign up process is pretty simple. You will just have to put in an email and a password that follows their rules. So you need to have a capital letter, small letters, numbers, and a special key, so hash, whatever it is. And then once you sign up with them, it automatically gives you the access to the Traders Gym. So notice you have Traders Gym, demo, and live. You will receive an email from Think Markets once you register with them. But what we want to do is be able to backtest. So the place to backtest is the Traders Gym. So once you click Traders Gym there, then you put in the email that you put in the password, click on login. So this dialog box will come in to check your internet, check the servers, all that, checking the login process. Once everything is okay, it will now open up the app. So you can see here, so this is the app, right? It fairly looks like MetaTrader 4, right? It's rather old, but it does the job, right? So this is how it looks when you open it. I'm going to remove all this. I'm going to remove all that, and also all this, right? So that. Right. So these are tabs depending on what you're testing. These are just tabs that I've opened up recently, or rather the past couple of months, just testing out a couple of things. Okay. So what you do is once you open Traders Gym, you come to the top plus sign at the top left, and then you'll see the feed TT. So the TT is Traders is Think Trader. Okay. So it's just basically where you're getting the data from the broker themselves. Then you click on the symbol. Okay. So depending on what you want to backtest, let's assume you are a trader, you've learned how to trade at, say, price action, and you want to backtest it on a pair that maybe you've noticed has been respecting such the rules or the strategy in itself. Then you can come here. So I'm going to just scroll down. Notice that these are all either names of stocks. There's indices. You can find US 30 here. There's NASDAQ. All that is gold. So depending on what you want to backtest, you'll obviously find that it is inside the feed. For so long as the broker has it, then you'll find the feed, because these are just this is just saved data. Okay. So Australian dollar JPY, something that I want to backtest. Now the time scale here, you select the lowest time frame you will look at. So depending on the strategy that you've learned, the lowest time frame is the 5 minute. Click on the 5 minutes. For the bid price, the price type, work with bid price, which is the most common. And then the initial interval selection. So you want to select a time that you want to backtest. So say you want to backtest January of 2024 to February of 2024. That's just an example. So I'm just going to jump over to January of 2024, and then just leave this May 30th as the current one. Okay. You'll notice that it will load the first candle here. Okay, you load the first candle then. Now, the time, so that your menu bar is down here, right? So there is the crosshair, there is the pip measuring tool, and there is the drawing tools. You work with support and resistance, you're able to mark that. Then you can lock in some of those tools. Then you have your indicators, depending on the indicators that you've learned or you are using. And then there's the settings for the timing, whether you're using bars, the trade history, all that. And then at the top here, Australian dollar JPY, at the top here, there's also settings as well. So these are the settings for the candles, all right? Depending on what you're comfortable with. If you're comfortable trading blue, say blue and black candles. Let's give that an example. And then you want to trade Heikinashi candles, or you want to trade candlesticks, you want to trade bars, line charts, whichever it is, you'll find it there. Okay. And you can save your theme according to how you'd like, right? So once you do that, remember backtesting, you're playing out data that has been stored. So it is you to activate the price movement. So the price movement buttons are down here. So if I click on the play, it will automatically play the candles based on the speed that I'm using. So if I increase the speed, the candles are printed much faster. And then you'll notice here that this is the highest, this 5 minutes shows how long are the steps, okay, in forming the candle. If I do to the 1 minute and I play, you'll notice the candle has a couple of movements before it actually closes. All right, that is good for practicing price action and just being able to be comfortable with, the price movement between the open of the candle and the close of the candle. That's also very important. So once I click play here, I'm able to see what the market is doing, all right? So you can see how it's printing these candles. And then say, for example, I'm looking to sell, all right? Let's assume I'm looking to sell off this zone here, all right? So depending on what my strategy tells me, once the market does whatever it is doing here, then look to sell. What do? I come to the top. You can see sell and buy. So if you click on sell, for example, and you want to do a market execution, you will see the dialog box has instant execution. You'll see where you're placing your stop loss. Say your stop loss is 20 pips, for example, and maybe your take profit is 100. Just giving you an example. Or you want to put the price based on what you've learned. Say the price is 96.66. So you can switch that and just write 96.66. Same way you put your data on any trading platform. Then once, say I'm selling, I just click place order. And then you can see your stop loss line. So it will show on the left SL where you've sold, right? And particularly, if I go down here, yeah, so this is the one, this is the platform, this is the account that I'm using. So down here, I'll show you how to place your account, okay? So let's say I have a take profit of 95.5 pips, that's fine. So I'm looking for the take profit line, it's down here. So you can see TP, sell. Then you can easily slide your stop loss and take profit lines, right? Just for the sake of making it easier for you, you can slide that. Or if you are, your strategy asks you to manage the trade as it goes, maybe you're moving your stop losses or you're dragging your stop losses as the market goes, then you're able to do that by just dragging your stop loss or take profit line, depending on what your strategy asks for. Okay. So once you place your order, then you just click on play. Just click on play, and the market will either hit your stop loss, take or get to your take profit. And then that trade will be documented on the history. So bottom left, see active trades, pending orders, and the history. So you can see that trade that took an $8 loss down here is in your history. Okay. Now, say you want to backtest using a simulation of maybe an account that you want to work with. Say you want to go to your prop firm and take $100,000 account. Then you put in the $100,000, you put in the leverage according to the prop firm that you're using. Then maybe call this a prop account. Just an example. Create. So once you've created that, you can see your balance here, the equity, right? And then the margin levels as the market is moving. So say again, let's play this out for a minute. Say again, I want to sell. I'm just going to insist on that and sell again, right? Then you have to click whether you're putting a stop loss or take profit so that you can edit the values inside there. So maybe for this one, I want to risk 10 pips. I'm targeting 40, for example. Then there's the quantity, right? So based on whether you understand quantities, if you are placing a one lot, for example, if your order is one lot, then in quantity size, it's actually 100,000 units of a currency. Okay, so that's an example. So if you're placing 10 lots, then it's 1,000,000 units. Okay, so you can just type that 1,000,000 units and place your order there. You can see entry, my stop loss is up here, right? And the take profit is down here. If I play, I can play, easily play, or go candle by candle. Can go candle by candle like that, right? If I do that candle by candle, then it becomes very easy for me to, see what the market is doing and react off the behaviors that I'm seeing the market is printing on the candles. Okay, then you can see the history down there, right? So if you do however many entries you do, maybe you're backtesting a month, 2 months, a year, once you're done, you will have a trading report. Okay, so I'm just going to jump to one of the accounts where I've made a couple of trades. Then I click on trading report. So this is very important for a trader. It's very important for a trader because on the trading report, I'm able to see every single entry I took, the quantity, the open time, the close time, okay, the profit and loss, the commissions. For here, you don't have commission because you're just backtesting, the swap fees, depending on whether it's going to apply the swap fees, and then your net profit and loss. Then down here, you'll see this is data that is important. Profit factor, how much drawdown have you taken, the largest win, the largest loss, the gains and the losses in percentages, the chance of ruin of that strategy, yeah, the maximum winning streak, the maximum losing streak. Okay, it's very important to see that. You'll start seeing whether this strategy, or rather you yourself, are maybe more prone to sell than buys. And are the sales giving you money? Are the buys giving you money based on the strategy? Remember, you have to be very, very disciplined with how you're taking your trades. You have to be very, very disciplined because you do not want to cheat yourself, because this thing has a back button. Okay, it's always important to be honest with yourself in your backtesting, because whatever you practice here is what you're going to apply in the real markets. And remember, in the real markets, you cannot go back. Right. So that's Think Trader. Use it to your advantage. Practice on it. It is free. Practice on it and sharpen your skills for the betterment of your trading and your trading future. Right. So thank you so much for joining in on this short video. I hope it was informative. See you on the next one.